All right, Dan, are you ready to get into these headlines?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. All right. I'm excited to share with you guys the first news story, probably the biggest news story that we've had in a long time. You guys know iPhone 12 Pro came out yesterday. I know it's been huge in the industry. There's a lot of us that are looking at it, wondering what we're going to do. Pete Thorpe, he's probably going to buy 3. I know Jeremy Blanton was saying it's going to put a huge dent. It has 5G. It's got the 3 cameras. And
whoa.
Yep.
Ray.
Yeah.
I know you get excited about this stuff, but this is a real estate show, buddy.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's just a phone.
Well, I mean, it has something to do. Okay. All right, hang on. I mean, it looks so good though.
It's just, Ray, stop with the phone,
It's
buddy.
got steel on it.
Ray,
All right.
stop.
All right. So this is home. Let's go back to the home news. Okay. Apple also released the HomePod Mini, which you will be able to play our show on, which is a key news feature. This is just like the HomePod. If you guys have not seen the HomePod, this is my only experience with it. Honestly, this actually happened. I was showing a house, and usually when you show a house, Dan, you've experienced this, they'll be playing like the satellite. And I'm doing this because that's what you see on the TV screen. And it's like the satellite music of lame jazz.
Yeah.
And it's a terrible speaker. And it just sounds bad, but they think it sounds good. So they turn it up while this thing is going on the screen. Well, there was one time I walked into a house and we heard this kind of blues music. And it was subtle. And it sounded really good, like really high quality. And we were walking around the house and we couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Maybe it was the TV, but the TV was off. We couldn't figure out where the sound was coming from. And as we walked back into the living room, I found it. And it was one of those big HomePods, the old versions, which are now like $200.
Wow.
It was one of those that was sitting in the living room producing beautiful sound. It wasn't overbearing on the bass. It was perfectly balanced on the treble. But the weirdest part is that you could not tell where the origin of the sound was coming from. It was weird.
Was it all throughout the house? Like they had speakers throughout the house?
They had a couple of them in the house. So I couldn't figure it out. Like, I was looking in the ceiling for those Heart and Soul type speakers. That's what they call them in restaurants. I don't know what they call them in house. So I was looking for those. I couldn't see those. I thought maybe there was just some kind of small Bose speaker somewhere. No, it was this Apple. And the weird, like you could stand in the living room and not figure out where the origin of the sound was coming from. So yesterday, Apple releases the HomePod Mini, which is a smaller version of the same thing, giving 360 audio. It synchronizes throughout the house. And most importantly, you can play the Bearded Men of Real Estate show on it. But one of the coolest things, I think, is that it can be controlled completely with your Apple iPhone Pro. That's right. iPhone Pro is out, the 12 with 5G.
Ray,
okay.
It's enough.
Okay, sorry.
Jeez.